business lawyer, so do mostly corporate securities work, largely on the public side, but some private company work as well. One of the conditions to my move to Nerl & Lindsay was that the firm subscribed to Practical Law, and the firm obliged, and since then it's been a wonderful addition to our knowledge management content. You cannot have a dedicated team of 7 lawyers on staff just doing knowledge management related work. And that's where I think Practical Law as a third-party service provider comes in really handy, where it basically levels the playing field for firms of our size. And it's really efficient in the sense that there are annotations where it almost seems to me that I could go into the back of the mind of the drafter and understand why a certain thing is written in a certain way as opposed to what my existing precedent bank says. In the absence of Practical Law, every individual is focused on their little bit. They do not get to see why we're doing certain things that the way we are doing. And I think Practical Law is immensely helpful for particularly that level of associates or lawyers in seeing the broader picture. Practical Law has definitely made me a more efficient lawyer. I was at a client event, another client event, and one of the clients wrote to me asking if I could look at their confidentiality agreement and particular clause in the confidentiality agreement. Before Practical Law, what I would have done is I would have emailed a poor associate who was at the office and would have asked him or her to look at that clause and then write back to me, which I would have then reviewed and then again commented back while I'm trying to, be social with another client. With Practical Law, all I distinctly remember what I did was I got that email, I went on my iPhone, pulled out Practical Law, looked at the confidentiality agreement from my phone, looked at the clause, saw the annotation and why it was drafted in a certain way, what I need to think about. It took me 20 minutes. And in quantifiable terms, that 20 minutes of drafting exercise through Practical Law, in the absence of which would have been at least an hour and a half. That's just pure quantifiable numbers. Practical Law not only makes us better lawyers, I think it also helps educate the client in a manner where they can ask more pointed questions. So I think it's a tool intuitively that helps not only our practice but also our clients. A knowledge management tool is invaluable. If you want to be a good lawyer, if you want to be a trusted advisor, if you want to be thoughtful, mindful, efficient, reactive to your clients' demands, I would be baffled and mystified if a firm would operate without either a knowledge management team or without a resource like Practical Law.